Hello. We have seen all the methods to find the inverse of matrices. Now we will move towards the applications of matrices for solving system of linear equations. Okay. Now there is one more method to solve the system of linear equations. That is method of reduction, but which is omitted by the board for this academic session only. It means no example will be there depending on that topic. But it doesn't mean that that method is useless. Okay. Board recommended that method or whatever the omitted part for your self study, because for your further studies you will need it, and for competitive examination also. Okay, if descriptive question is there, then you need that method also. So whenever we will complete all our portion which is not omitted, I will take that omitted part also. Okay. Now let us move towards the method of inversion for solving the system of linear equations. Suppose there are three equations like this: a1x plus b1y plus c1z equals to d1, a2x b2y c2z equals to d2, a3x b3y plus c3z equals to d3. Now we have to convert these equation into matrix form. Okay. So first we will collect all the coefficients of x, y, z as a matrix of order 3 by 3. Means a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, c2, a3, b3, c3. Then matrix of variables x, y, z equals to matrix of constants. Okay. Now we will denote this coefficient matrix as A, this variable matrix as capital X, and this as capital B, constant matrix. Okay. If we pre-multiply by A inverse, then what happens? Pre-multiply by A inverse on both sides. On both sides. Okay. So what happens? A inverse A x equals to A inverse B. We know that matrix multiplication is not commutative. So we must have to multiply like this: A inverse A x equals to A inverse B. We can't write like this. Okay. Pre-multiply means pre-multiply. Okay. Now what is this? A inverse into A is I into x equals to A inverse B. Anything, any matrix into identity matrix is that matrix only. So A inverse B. Means if we want to find the variable matrix, means values of x, y, z, we have to do multiplication like this. Means A inverse into B. Okay. Understood? Now we will solve the examples. First we will take the system of linear equations having two variables. Okay. So this is the first pair of linear equations in two variables, x and y, which is your exercise 2.3 and first example by new syllabus in your new book. Okay. So first we will write these two equations in matrix form. Okay. So 1, 2, here 3, 2, 3. Then variable matrix x, y. Then constants. Okay. This we will denote as A. This is x. and this is B. Okay, you have to mention that also, where A is 1, 2, 2, 3. X is X, Y, and B is 2, 3. Okay.
Pre-multiply
By A inverse. What happens here? A inverse A X equals to A inverse B. Here again this is I X A inverse B, means X equals to A inverse B. So this is your equation number 1. Now one by one we will find A inverse and then the multiplication. Okay, we will put the value of A inverse in equation 1. We will get the values of X and Y. Now what is your A? 1, 2, 2, 3. So what is A inverse? 1 upon determinant of A into adjoint A. Okay, so 1 upon determinant of A is 3 minus 4, that is minus 1. Now adjoint, we know the shortcut method we have seen in last lecture. So interchange these two elements, that is 3, 1, change the signs of other two. Okay, now what is A inverse then? If we multiply by minus 1 inside, then minus 3 plus 2 plus 2 and minus 1. Now put this A inverse in equation 1. Okay, I erase this. Okay, so X equals to A inverse minus 3, 2, 2, minus 1 into your constant. What was the constant? 2, 3. Now multiply these two. First row, single column, so no problem. Minus 3 into 2 minus 6 plus 6. 10, second row and this column. So 2 into 2, 4 minus 3. Simply X equals to 0, 1. That is XY equals to 0, 1. X equals to 0 and Y equals to 1. This is the solution. Now second sum of this exercise 2.3 you try on yourself. Okay. Third we will again see here. So this is third example of your exercise 2.3. So again we will convert this in matrix form. Okay. So this is 2, 6 and here 1, 3. Means coefficient of X, coefficient of Y of first equation, coefficient of X and coefficient of Y of second equation into variables equals to constants. This is again A, this is X and this is your B. You have to mention this, it is compulsory. What is A? A is 2, 6, 1, 3. What is X? X is XY. And what is B? 8, 5. Okay. Now again, if we pre-multiply by A inverse on both sides, then we will get X equals to A inverse B. Okay. Directly we can take here. Okay. So, what is your A now? 2, 6, 1, 3. So A inverse, by shortcut method you can find A inverse. A inverse is 1 upon determinant of A into adjoint of A. If you find the determinant of this matrix, then 6 minus 6. Oh, this is 0. It means this is not invertible. Hence, given system of linear equations is not solvable. Here example ends. Now what is the reason behind this? Why these two equations have no solutions? Because these are linear equations representing straight lines. Okay, and if you observe the coefficients of x and y of both the equations, then here it is 2, here 1, here 6, here 3. It means they are in proportion. And the proportion is 1:2. It means these two lines are parallel. Whatever the constants. Constant decide the distance between two parallel lines. But the main point is the coefficients of x and coefficients of y of both the equations are in proportion 1:2. Therefore, these two lines are parallel. And we know that two parallel lines never meet. Then if they don't meet, then no point of intersection. And no point of intersection, therefore no solution. Okay, understood? Clear point? Now maybe this example is there to make you understand that this also happens. Okay? Here we will stop. In next lecture, we will see the linear equations of three variables. Okay? Bye.
Thank you.